Yo, it's your boy Dean.
Tim.
Taran.
And again, another episode of the Dean's Office.
Yeah.
Thank everybody for being here.
Consistency.
Yes. So what we are going to kind of discuss today is rejection. Have you been rejected before? How we accept it? How it affect people around us? So we're going to get into that about your emotions. Yo.
Emotions?
Because that's
rejection?
That's basically what.
Okay. Let's make it work.
Okay. Yeah. That's what it is.
World, you're needed in the Dean's office.
Yo, it's your boy Dean. Like we stated before, we're gonna kind of talk about rejection, and we're gonna touch on a little bit of the seriousness of it, and how it affects relationship in women. I know recently we had where the guy went to the pool and shot the lady. I don't know if you've seen that when they was having some type of issue, and he kind of rejected her, and he ended up going to the pool. I know you've seen a couple of times where
she rejected him. Yeah,
like they broke up. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to leave him, and then I seen one with in New York at the bodega. You know what I'm saying? That's their corner store.
Yeah,
I guess that's what they call it.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
well, the name
bodega. Maybe maybe it means something in English. I think bodega is Spanish.
Yeah, maybe we got to research that.
We probably have to go.
Yeah, so this girl rejected the dudes, and I think they beat up or threw something on her, cut her, something to that effect. They did something to her, and oftentimes growing up, now we don't have to worry about that, but back when we was in the game, you know what I'm saying, like
in the game.
Yeah, I mean like relationship game, dog.
Oh, okay, my
game
bad.
don't have to be dope, bro. Like it doesn't always got to be about dope. It can be a game.
I was just checking.
You know what I'm saying? No, never so dope. Never been. I'm not a street guy. I'm not a tough guy. No, I'm not. I don't mean by that. But what I'm saying is, like what I want to ask is just kind of advice of how to women. You know what I'm saying? When getting that confrontation of they know they don't want to say no. Because I heard stories where girls would be like, I give him a fake number, or I just, engage with him even though I don't want to talk to him because I'm nervous they might, be aggressive or do something. Because, I know you been around dudes and they be like, girl be like, hey, what's up, girl? And she like, you like, nah, well, forget you old bald-headed old stank mouth old.
But I think if we talking about protection, if we talking about from the women perspective of things, first of all, just know your environment and where you're going, right?
So you blaming the women?
You hold some responsibility, not blaming, but you hold some responsibility.
So you blaming the woman?
Well, you got some responsibility.
I got you.
Explain. So if you go to the office, you go to the Mint, if you go to
strip club,
if you go to
those are strip clubs for the people who don't know
that we don't frequent. No, but if you go to
know about them,
if you go to those type of clubs and you dress a certain type of way, right? And you know the men that frequent those type of clubs, right? What do you expect to happen? I'm not okaying it, but you just hold some responsibility as to what's happening to you, and then make sure you have a plan for when that happened to you. If a man is overly aggressive, so on and so forth, make sure that you have some type of protection. Mace, if you have to, make sure that you have a quick way of denying them no, ignoring them. If it's a loud crowd or a loud club, act like you can't hear them, even though they right here. Just keep on going. They pull your arm, just go away like this, something like that. You know what I mean? But it's like you got to take some responsibility.
So, but at the same token, though, so what are we telling these men, right? Because when it comes to that, the men should be able to know how to handle rejection. Not every girl that you talk to,
Timmy,
it's gonna.
Timmy, those type of men don't listen to our podcast, bro.
but listen,
we don't have that audience.
But remember, we did the thing about squares, right? You got those squares, right? The ones that who's not gonna
that's what he's trying to say. We get more squares to listen to our podcast.
Well,
no offense.
Then you do the street dudes because we not talking about toughness. We talking, you know what I'm saying? We talking about we in touch. Cause like even for this conversation of engaging about our responsibility as men are being able to accept rejection and not making it, not putting that negative on the women. It means as verbally being disrespectful, abusive, or physically disrespectful or abusive to that woman, and being able to understand that although like me being a 8, you know what I'm saying?
Every episode it goes up, right? What was it before?
I thought it was like a 7.5.
Nah,
but
remember I tell you, it can be an 8 depending on the day and how I'm feeling the day right now.
Go ahead.
I think I'm pulling the 8 right now, so I'm talking from the 8 perspective.
Yeah, you are raising your voice a little bit. Go ahead.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is we as men just trying to talking to those men, accepting those responsibilities when we are being rejected, right? I know you kind of kind of explain. No, you kind of explain about how the women are putting themselves in danger, and women don't like that as well. Because when a person tell a woman you need to do this too, they be like, well, no, man's supposed to do that. Mm-hmm. And we all know when it comes to certain dangerous situation, the ownership is on both parties. Like oftentimes you're not gonna sleep with your house unlocked. You're not gonna, although nobody shouldn't break in your house, you still lock your door. You know you're not gonna walk around with a stack of money in your hand. Although nobody shouldn't take it, you know that you're gonna put it up. Right. So that's what I mean, like putting that ownership. And I think for what I wanted us to kind of talk about today was just what we can do to better cope with rejection, right? Let me ask a question. Like, can you think, because rejection can not only for a relationship, rejection as a whole, right? Because from that job, I mean,
if it's dealing with men with rejection, that's a tough thing because men are very prideful people, and get rejected for something that you think you wanted or you think you'd be good for or whatever.
You think you deserve.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not even in relationships. Like, even in terms of jobs, like if you don't get a job or, you know, if you don't get hired for a job, if you don't get a promotion or if you don't get whatever the case may be, that can be a form of rejection. Like, it's just like little simple things. If you don't get your way, you just got to know how to understand if something that doesn't, you know, pretty much go your way. Like, you just got to know how to deal with that.
So, since we're men, we got to ask this from our perspective. Have there been any time you have been rejected?
No, I can't think of any.
So you trying to tell me a girl never reject you?
Hold on, hold on. Before he respond to that, I'm gonna tell you in this on the strength. I can see what he say that, and I'm just going on the strength of. We, like a couple of years ago, we went to Blue and White. That Blue and White before you became a Sigma, right? He came to Blue and White with us. Before he became a Sigma, it probably was a year before he became a Sigma, right? So we went to Blue and White. It's in Gainesville. It's for Sigma. It's like a whole week event, but
are you talking when all the girls are sweating and you're trying to talk to them?
Let me tell a story, dog. Let me tell a story.
Wait, they were sweating. You
no, hold on. Let me tell the story. So I'm just trying to set them up.
Every girl was trying to get at me.
So nice. So I'm gonna tell the story. Yeah. So Blue and White, the people that didn't have the money was established usually go during the weekend because we had to work through the week, and then the weekends usually the parties because through the week they have balls and all that kind of other stuff for the important people. So we get up there, we pull up there, and that's when you had a 12-pack then, right? We had a little 12-pack. We pulled up.
Drinking?
No, goals.
Goals, man. Dog, you can't. You gotta understand what he had 12 goals in his mouth.
Okay, good.
Okay, since we do cater to the squares, he had 12 goals in his mouth, right? So we get up there. You know what I'm saying? You know that's back in the baggy days, a hat, whatever. And I must say, dog, he did grab a lot of the girls was kind of sweating him, even though they kind of was comparing him to who was Plies, right?
Everyone's calling me Plies.
Yeah, that was before he had the beard and all that. But he did actually, kind of pull.
I was a 10 that day.
Yeah.
Just give me my props. I was a 10 that day.
It was a 10. Okay.
I would say that. Okay.
But to answer your question, yes. I mean, I've been it's been times, you're in school, you ask girls for their number and they tell you no, or you write a letter, you tell them
a letter.
Yeah. The one that says if you like me, yes or no.
Yeah,
you did that.
You wrote a letter, and
I've written letters, got no.
Hold on, so tell us about the letter.
The letter one is not that big of much of a story. It was in middle school. The one I vividly remember actually was elementary, my 6th grade year.
6th grade year. Go ahead.
Yeah, we used to. So me and y'all know Lamech, my best friend Lamech. Who we used to conference call these other 2 girls a lot, like on a conference call. But we used to have to hide our voice because they wasn't allowed to have boys on the phone yet. So we used to.
Y'all sound like girls?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, females?
Yeah, we used to have to sound like girls and whatever. And we
At that age, it is girls, so it's not politically correct to say girls.
Yeah, I remember we used to do
Incorrect,
that.
rather.
So we used to do that, and there was one time, like it was like the school was about to end, and you know I was crushing on her for a while, and then it was time. It was like I dare you to ask her to be your girlfriend, and I did it. I tried. Then I asked her. It was me, Lamech, her friend, and her on the phone. I asked her in front of all of them, and the phone went silent for about a minute or so. And I was like, so I don't know what the exact words. I was like, so what's going on? She's like, oh no, I don't want a boyfriend or nothing like that.
You was in the 6th grade, though.
I was in the 6th grade, but
That
still,
still hurt.
it was
I think that hurt more.
So how did that feel?
I think rejection hurt more when you was in elementary, middle school, some high school than it does as an adult.
Yeah, that hurt, man. That hurt.
Did you continue being friends with her?
Did you still conference call? Because I know, dog. Don't tell me you kept conference calling.
I don't know how we stopped doing it. It was.
I'm pretty sure it had to be after that day.
Over 20 years ago, but I'm saying like
it had to be that day though.
Yeah, but
the next day
we stopped talking.
Did y'all go to middle school together?
No, she went to Lake Stevens Middle. I went to Carol City Middle.
So that's the problem.
So y'all went to high school?
Schools?
Nope. I don't know what high school she went to, but
you still talk to her now? You friends with her now?
We don't talk, but we Facebook friends. I see her posts. She see my posts.
How do you feel now? Like
she married?
See that post?
I don't think so.
So that's what you saying to yourself? Yeah. See, you single now? Yeah.
I don't know if I would have married her in 6th grade. I wouldn't have married her in 6th grade, but whatever. But that's not even the worst. I'll tell y'all the worst, and I talked about this before. The worst rejection I think was in football. I think that was more detrimental to my mental health than more than anything.
I think so for a lot of people. Yeah.
Didn't get to play senior.
Yeah, not even that. My 11th grade year, when it was they had, although they had a team full of D1 players, they had 2 people that eventually played in the NFL for a very long time. Like obviously we had.
So they was right and you was wrong.
Yeah, they pretty much is right. Like you're not right now. Like go train or whatever. But for me to get rejected that way, and then growing up where we grew up, if you're not good in football or basketball, the hell are you in life?
And then, or you have to be attractive or something.
Or you got to be popular, and I wasn't that. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like that. I think that was a little bit more detrimental to my health, and I think that's something that people need to pay attention to. Like I know our producer Kayla going into psychology for children. I hope she specifically talks to people or men or people
Little
in
kids.
Sports or kids in sports who are getting rejected, because a lot of people don't look into their psyche a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think people see how much things people go through, like men go through or women go through in terms of sports and going through high school and stuff like that.
No, I think I hold it to men because
getting rejected from colleges. Remember, you're not getting accepted into, like, it's a whole bunch of grading you. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything.
Then it makes you say, "Am I worth it?" Right?
Yeah, like,
am I worthy?
Yeah.
Or am I worthy of this person to talk to him? Am I worthy for this job? Am I worthy to be accepted to college? Because I know for me, when I was going through my senior year, I was seeing everybody was getting college
girlfriends?
acceptance lists. College applications.
Okay, my bad. I thought you were talking about. I thought you were about to tell about. Go ahead, my bad.
I saw a lot of people, football players on the team I was on, had a lot of college applications, and for me, it was like, "Hey, Dean or Tim, you got any?" I'm like, nah, I ain't got none.
I got one for Massachusetts State. It was Massachusetts something. It was this D3 school. I think they probably opened up their first year.
Hey, listen. I think I would have been happy if I got that, right? But no, I'm just saying, like, when just like you, I had a lot of people on my team that was D1. And just to relate to that, it's just that when that time came and I applied to a lot of schools, not just for football, but for academic wise.
But you got in academically though.
I got in a lot of schools with partners.
You just chose not to go to those schools.
The school, it's not a choice I didn't go to. Like the school I really wanted to go to, I got accepted to, which is the University of Florida. And I'm still proud of that. I got accepted to it, no problems, whatever. The money, I just didn't have the money situation to go. Mm-hmm. So that was another form of rejection, was that I know I got accepted because of my grades, my test scores, all this other stuff. But when it came down to, okay, now you have to pay for housing, this, and that, I felt rejected because I wasn't enough to go to this school, financially wise, right? So that took a toll on me as well, because now it's like I felt I had to settle to go to the school or whatever university I had to go to.
Because all your friends were going off to
I
college.
was not depressed, but I didn't feel right.
I was. Let me tell you something. That when my senior year, when the school I got into was Bethune-Cookman, but then they sent me the financial thing. Excuse me, $17,000 a year. Yes. I was like, oh no, we can't do this. We can't do this. And mommy at the time was like, oh, just take loans. Don't worry about it. Like, no. I knew then that was a lot of money.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I can't do that. That's crazy. And I went to Miami-Dade, and I was working at Target in Miami-Dade. And then when you finally get on Facebook and you see all your other friends at UF going to this party, this college going to this party, shoot, it was depressing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even Cake at the time, she went to FAU for a quick minute. So it was like, that wasn't fun at all. Like,
so and that's what, and
not
to change whatever, but that's what I go through a lot at my job now, right? Mm-hmm. I got a lot of these high school students asking me, hey, I want to go such and such, or I got a high school student who applied to the school of their choice and didn't get accepted. Now they felt that that's going to, especially the men, especially now they're going to like Miami-Dade College, they feel like they're a failure. Yeah. Not knowing that that's not meaning you're a failure.
That's the best decision you can ever make in life.
It's the mentality that they have, right? Just to go back to saying, now it's like, oh, you're not good. Oh, you didn't get enough. You're not good enough to get into this college or that college or this university. Mm-hmm. You're going to Miami-Dade, right? Mm-hmm. So now it's me and the people at my job is trying to inform them, hey, this is probably the best route for you. It's a lot less expensive, right? You're going to get a great education, but in their mind, we have to learn how to change that mindset from saying, I settle, as opposed to I'm going into here to excel.
Right.
And that's what that's why we wanted to come together and do this, not just for today, but just in regular. It's like, listen, a lot of us go through different things, but how you handle it.
And right? I think that, not to cut you off, I think that what makes our podcast
a little
different from what you seeing, because most of the podcasts are celebrity telling you their success, how they going, and when I think for us, we're successful.
But we talk about our failures.
No. But no, what I mean by
I got a lot of them.
Hold on, but what I mean by we're successful. If you look at it, right? If you, and this again, not to toot any horn, but just to kind of, if you look at it, we're not famous. You're not rich. No, I got you. Rich or not, whatever. But if you look at us, we're in successful relationships, right? I ain't gonna put the marriage on it because you don't have to be married to be in a successful relationship. We got a successful relationship. We all have good jobs, make decent good money. You know what I'm saying? We have No, we can make. No, we definitely can make more.
Florida trying to ruin it.
Yeah, but we make decent money. We all have kids that love, and the kids are doing well. You know what I'm saying? They might not be completely where we want them to be, but they doing well. You know what I'm saying? We all own a home. You get what I'm saying? Like some of the things. And for this podcast to let people know, it's not. It's either you shoot for the stars or you in the dirt. It's middle ground to it. You know what I'm saying? There's the success can be on making sure that you're happy. If you're looking at other people's happiness to kind of determine your success, whereas for our podcast, we kind of tell you we had some failures. We working. You know what I'm saying? Even for the podcast itself, you're not saying we getting millions of views or thousand strides. But we still putting out information for the people that rock with us, for the squares that rock with us, and the ladies that listen. That's who we here for. And having that niche and doing what you're supposed to do, I think is that's successful. Putting in that mind frame. Before I jump into this, because my dog kind of ducked it. So tell us a story when you got rejected. How you got rejected by women, not school? Because I know how you fit into school.
I was trying to flip it. I think I know for the one time. It was in high school, and it was time to ask people to go to the prom. So this one young lady, we cool to this day. You
don't bring it up?
You don't need to know.
You don't bring it up? No, I finance you.
I don't bring it up at all.
Okay.
I don't bring it up. I don't even think she remembers. So I was chilling one day. I asked her to the prom. She looked at me. She was like, for real? And she laughed. In my mind, I'm like, oh, snap. This girl finna laugh at me. But she was like, nah. she was like, no, Tim, you're nice and all, but I'm good. I got a boyfriend. I'm going with somebody else. And I think I had classes with her, and every time that I went into the class, I had to put my head down because I was ashamed because she rejected me, right? And I did it to the point where it was like nobody did at the beginning. So the next person that I asked to go to the prom, I had to make sure there was nobody in the room, nobody in the area, because I didn't want the same thing. But she threw me for a loop when I asked her this. Like I said, we still cool to this day. It made me felt I was like, out of all people.
Hold on, so dog. Now, sometime when you see her, you be like, yo.
Nah, I don't get that point. Nah.
Well, you know why, and I think I know why, because she let you down nicely.
Yeah, I think that's
some women they're so disrespectful. Like, you ever seen those posts with women like, if you ain't got da 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 whatever, stay out of my inbox, or like why all the ugly men in my like, you know what I mean? Like, you ever like them type of
I see that. Yeah,
them type of demeaning women. I don't know, like that. Sometimes it all depends on how you are rejected, whether it's with a woman, whether it's with a job, whatever, they let you down nicely, whatever. Let's say you didn't get a promotion and they explicitly sit you down and tell you exactly why they didn't feel you was ready for the position. Or if you have a case where, they don't tell you why, you just get like an email. Yeah. Like, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's also on the rejector as into what's going on. Now, granted, I don't advocate for violence. I don't think you justify for violence at any time. But it's certain instances where you can try to avoid it, take some type of accountability.
Just like what Dean opened up with, that incident where the person came out to kill the person because she rejected him.
But we don't know what.
We don't know what else was in it.
Yeah, we don't know what she said.
But one of the things was it rejected, turning him down, do a lot of stuff. And some people go to the extreme. And that's the thing, I think, why we wanted to talk about this today, because there's different ways that you can approach it. Rejection, right? Every time you jump into something, you're not going to get it. Every girl that I talked to, there's a lot of, that was just one story. But there's a lot of other stories.
Because you were 6, right?
Because I'm a 7.
And you know what?
Seven?
And it's completely mind blowing to me that a lot more women didn't gravitate to Timmy, because I think of Timmy as a very handsome guy.
I agree.
I appreciate that so much.
You know why?
I appreciate that so much.
I agree, dog. But his energy, he give off deacon energy.
You should have had folk to the bottom. That's the problem.
You know what it is, dog? he give off deacon energy. No, hold on. I'm gonna tell you what I mean by deacon energy. You know what people do not like. You know why
Squares.
people? No. I'm gonna tell you. You know what people do not like, and with certain situation that people have, is someone that challenged them. So what I mean by deacon energy, so they knew girls who probably would have rocked with him probably agreed with us saying that he is handsome, but they understand they not gonna take you talking to them crazy. They not gonna take you, oh, you only working at Burger King. Sorry for people that work at Burger King. You know what I'm saying? They not gonna take you, not your standards are low. That's why you see most of the time that people find people with issues with them, because they feel safe now, because I got issues, you got issues, you can't judge me. And I think with Tim, you giving, like, think about it. Why people hate the church, right? They'll tell you, oh, we hate the church because you judge. Nah, you really hate the church because of discipline, right? The discipline that requires to be faithful. So now it's easier to say I'm not going to that church because the deacon got a Mercedes Benz. It's easy to go to that church because sister, I don't want to say nobody's name, but sister, because I might say and they think I'm talking about them. Sister,
might be a sister in church.
Yeah, it says something about me. The reason why you reject that church is because they hold you disciplined. When they tell you come every Sunday, act a certain way, do a certain thing, we feel like we less than. So if we do that, it holds us accountable. So we kind of walk away from the things that we supposed to do. And I think for Tim, any girl dating him or a female they felt dating him, they not gonna accept you out here, being greasy or talking certain ways or acting a certain way, right? Because they understand he not no regular dude. You ain't got to worry about him going to jail. You ain't got but I'm just saying, because some girls want to be with the dope boy because, again, you with the dope boy. Yeah, they say the money.
I don't think not at our age though. Like, I think
you should. We're not talking about now.
I know. I'm
talking about then when we was in high school and when he was actually looking or whatever. The reason why he didn't get a lot rushed is because they understood that's why when you say girls don't date squares, that's why they don't really date squares. It's because they understand there's a certain level of responsibility you as a woman have to date someone like that. Same thing with dudes. Why you think dudes say, oh, I don't want to date a girl that's in a powerful position? All right? Because there's a certain level of standing. Because now you can't go to her working at Burger King. You gotta be able to make. If she's making $100,000,
Bro, have you seen the signs lately?
no.
You gonna stop mentioning Burger King.
Nah,
Burger King
but
make like $12, $13.
I don't mean
Up to
Burger.
$15.
No, don't get me wrong. I know the managers make around 40, 50, just depending. I'm not. It's not the amount they make it. It's just the stigma behind this. What I'm mentioning. Like, so if you a dude and your girl making $100,000, how willing are you to talk to her if you only make 30? You're not going unless you're a freeloader. But if you make $30,000 and you see a girl,
Am I good with my hands?
if what?
Like, am I good with my hands?
Oh, you mean to fix stuff around the house?
Okay,
Oh,
I get.
Do I know how to cook?
I got you, but this is what I'm saying. You still got, but she requiring you to go to work though. Are you coming home to work? You working 40 hours, making you only making $9 an hour. You 40 hours. You come home to do extra cleaning. Nah, bro.
That's another topic for another day. But all I'm saying is a different ways you can contribute.
I got
she
you.
may think less of you, and she might be a
No,
dominatrix.
but you think. But what I'm saying is not on her. She's willing to date you if you making 30. But what I'm saying is a dude would not even challenge that because they're in their mind they're already setting that because she make more than me, I can't deal with her. Is what I'm saying. I'm not saying because you can. You have women that'll take care of you now. They got women. I'm telling you. I mean, but I'm just saying they got women that'll take care of you.
Cougars, yeah, cougars.
Yeah, not cougars, regular. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, dog, when your boy was in the game, I'm telling you, like you see how they talking about dude paying, I ain't paying nothing.
So tell us a time where you got rejected then. So we all had an experience.
So see my rejection, I'm how I'm gonna do. I don't have one particular that stuck with me because I don't want y'all understood. Growing up, because I was the chocolate one, I got more of the love. I'm a line.
All right.
I'm a line.
Okay, well, what the hell?
Okay, so I just want to set that up before, because I don't want y'all to think I'm pump faking. So I did get a lot of love, and it wasn't too much. It was my fear more than anything. I let my fear. I didn't get much rejection based on my fear, because a lot of females I didn't talk to. Most of the girls I talked to, they holler at me first. So that's behind it. But most of mine, when I was clubbing, I used to club a lot every weekend. Boom, boom. And when I used to go down when I used to go through how I'm moving it to holler at girls, I already had it in my mind they're gonna tell me no. And surprisingly, when I did, reach out, I did get a lot of yes. But because I was so afraid of the rejection, I was already telling myself no, to where I don't think I was engaged enough to where, and even so when a girl did tell me no, when I was trying to holler at her, I took it and just kept it moving because I already sold myself I'm gonna get a no.
So sorry to cut you off. Let me ask you a question for all those who outside of the social media world. How would you know a girl to sort of target? Would you, if y'all lock eyes, if she brushed up on you?
So boom.
How would you do it?
Ooh, thank you for that. Okay, so I'm gonna see again. This was back in the days. This ain't no DMs, ain't no nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
this ain't
a lot
even
harder.
Hold on. Yeah, so all you had was a cell phone to that, and remember it wasn't the smart cell phone. It was just the text when you had a
flip phone and all. No,
press
not
3.
even that. You had to press the number 4 or 5 times.
I remember one night I went to Iguanas and this big girl snatched my phone from her and put my number in there. You remember
Put
that?
her number, yeah.
I was like, D3, what is this?
So I'm gonna tell you. So my couple of tricks I would do, and I'm in the club, right? So if I'm posted up, you know what I'm saying, I'm
No
looking.
offense to big girls.
Yeah, no offense. So what I'm posting up. So I'm posting up. I see a girl walk by. I'll reach out to him because what I learned was girls don't like for you to grab them. So I wouldn't grab you, but I'll be like that, touch you, right, or do like this. Hold on, let me finish. Touch you, boom, and I'll be like this. So right, so I'll be like this, and then 2 things would tell me. So now I know when to engage. If she do like this and say, huh? When she say, huh, she will hook. It was like a fish. Got you. So now I'm ready to do the game and hitting you like, who you here with? Hey,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was never the one to buy you a drink because during the time of me clubbing, I couldn't afford it. I pregame, I bought 1 drink in the club, and that was it. So I couldn't tell her, let me buy you a drink. My conversation would start off like, who you here with? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, chill with your boy. Hey, when you walk back around, chill with me or hang with me. Like, cause they'll tell you I'm walking. I say, when you come back around, chill with me. If she go back around, after she tell you, she go around and tell you, boom, 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 and she come back to you and stop, and you put, that's it. She locked.
So
she good.
You know what?
She good. She locked.
Let's say we all went to a club now. The three of us.
I win.
Who you think will get the most numbers?
I win.
I don't think so.
I win. You think y'all? So y'all think you? So you think y'all pass me in cuteness?
Tavares. It ain't about cuteness. It's about the approach. I don't think that works this nowadays.
You don't think so?
You tapping the girl like that?
See,
You get it too aggressive.
Thank you.
Aggressive.
Like the dope boys at the mint.
No. What I'm saying is because if she walking like this, she not seeing you, so it's no eye contact for me. I have to get her attention. She can't hear me. So what I'm saying is, it's not a poke like this. I just do her on like just a little tap, or just tap on her little side, or just tap like this. So now when she look, you know what I'm saying? Then that's when I gotta send out the hook. You know what I'm saying? But first I get her attention. You know what I'm saying? And then just further Paul, you know, you moving too, like when you dance with her, depending on what she allow you to put your hands, that you know.
I think a key indicator should be eye contact, eye lock at one moment. Yeah, not even smile all the time, but some girls will play it off because they trying to look cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if you get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 second stare, I think.
Man, that's too long, dog.
Yeah,
you asking too much.
Yeah,
you asking too much, bro.
Maybe 3 seconds. Maybe 3 seconds. If you get a 3, if it ain't one of these, if she doing that, she
you did.
She like, dang, what is ugly dude looking at me?
Yeah,
but if it was like a, and she kind of checking your shoes or teeth or whatever the heck girl's into, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think,
damn, dog, you really think y'all will beat me, dog?
I think so.
You feel the same way?
I think Toastmasters me would. Me working the room me would. You know what I mean? Not me, I got game me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Me, like, I'm more sociable now in terms of I'm more comfortable in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to get, like, even if it's platonic, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I can do it.
You think you can beat me too,
You
though?
get what I mean, right, Tim?
I'm honestly, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Not to be whatever.
My dog say not today.
But I probably could. The only reason.
So y'all say y'all beat me.
Hold on, just because, like he said before, it's the personality effect, right? Because even when I go into rooms and do stuff now, I mean, I can feel somebody looking at me what type of way, but I'm brushing it off because I'm not paying it with no attention. But because of,
so you saying when you be in church deep, the guy when you sitting,
Not necessarily deep. I mean,
why I gotta be church? Now I go other places. You know, I work.
I'm asking you about church. When you in church, the lady be looking at you.
When I'm in church, I only know about one thing. I'm going to serve the Lord. I don't know anything else. I don't see if there's attraction there. I have no idea. I've been putting it out there before. So but at the end of the day, when it comes to the rejection and whatnot, I just think us as men got to learn how to be. Just because somebody reject you, it's not because of you. It's because of maybe that person you don't fancy them right now. You're not their taste right now. You're not the right person for that job right now. You're not the right person to do all this other things. So I think as men, we just got to look at it saying it's not me. Mm-hmm. It's them, right? Yeah. Because if I do that, if I believe it's me, I'm gonna go ahead and go start drinking alcohol, shooting up drugs. I'm gonna start doing all this other stuff. So let's understand what that truly means. It's not on you because somebody rejects you. Because hey, it's something that the other person is going on in their life. That's how I gotta see it, though.
Yeah,
I gotta see it that way.
And and for me to wrap it up in terms of rejection, I think it's twofold. The first thing I started off with, the rejector, whoever it is, whether it be an employer, whether it be a woman, just have a little bit more empathy when you are rejecting someone and know that not everyone is mentally as strong as you may think, and just make sure that you're thoughtful in a way that you let people down. And then to the people who are getting rejected, I think the number one thing is you have to believe in yourself and have confidence in yourself, right? Like every day you wake up, like what I started doing like 2 or 3 weeks ago is because I kept this like 2 days or 3 days in a row, I had bad days at work. I was like, what the heck is going on, man? Like everything seemed like it was just going wrong. And then what I started doing now is I was like, today's gonna be a great day at work.
Daily affirmation.
I was like, today's gonna be a great day. I said, I'm gonna kill it. I was like, man, ain't nothing, I'm gonna solve this problem. I'm gonna do whatever. Like, and it's been working. I felt like I've been doing what I have to do at work. So all I'm saying is I think in order for you to know how to deal with rejection better is you have to deal with yourself, because you can't control what happens to you, only how you react to it. So just focus on what you're doing internally. Make sure that your mental is in the right place, that you think highly of yourself and know that You can put yourself in any position and nobody can stop you. And don't let nobody words, kind of bring you down type of thing.
I got you. So for my closing, as far as rejection, and I think, and when I originally brought it up as far as rejection, because I have seen, I'm paying attention. I see a lot of women kind of discussing about how men treat them when they are rejected. They're afraid to, say to certain men, as well as when they are in that relationship and
Stay
they
out
get
of the
ready to
men.
move. You know what I'm saying? And I just want us to kind of detail that, and I know we didn't talk about it. I think one of the main reasons too, men are aggressive with women because they feel like they can't beat them. We feel like we a stronger species, so you're gonna talk to them greasy because the dude ain't gonna talk to all dudes the same way, but they will talk to women the same way. So I just I feel like that's a power dynamic that we have to kind of as men change and kind of be a little bit more aware of how we interact with women and understand too that they might be just as afraid as you. You know what I'm saying? Because women don't come up, and that is another responsibility. Because men have to do more of the chasing than women, so it's a bigger responsibility on us. And I think as a woman, understanding that as well, that there is a lot of stress and a lot of pressure on a man with communicating and reaching out to a woman to let them know about their feelings. So what I would say as a guy, and if you do feel like you don't handle rejection well, or you're in a situation where you're not getting the things that you want, I think that couple of things, prayer, just talking to yourself, having that moments to yourself, being a little bit more mindful of when you're interacting with people. You know what I'm saying? And then as well, just kind of think about how would you want someone to treat you if they were coming to you and talking to you. So I think that's very important as far as men, just communicating that, having that feeling. I hope that with today's show that we can kind of, show people that all men go through this. We do understand rejection. We, even successful men, most successful people they'll tell you about their losses. People that's on their way to be successful understand that everyone goes through that, and getting the help as well. If you do need professional help, reach out and get that.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I want everybody to comment in down below who y'all think would be able to pull the most out of all three of us.
Not now. You gotta give me a month or two.
Nah, right now. Because you called us right now.
I gotta get in better shape.
I'm talking, boss. I'm talking about, okay, at this point.
Yes.
Who do y'all think in the comments who would get the most numbers of females remember, we're happily married. So make sure we put that out.
And that's another thing too, man. We know we do it as we still love that gratification of women giving us compliment and women vice versa. So I'm just gonna put the qualification now. So based on our personality, right? Because we don't want to do looks, just solely looks, because y'all might be dead in the water. But
wow.
But personality, looks. Who do you think if we're placed in a room? Who do you think would come out the victor with the most numbers at the end of the night? Cause that's how it used to be back in the days. We used to have numbers, paper.
Yeah,
how many numbers you got
from the wood.
So yeah, from the wood, if we had it. But that's
remember.
true. Like when you go out your boys, you remember we used to send you to the youth fair, make you go talk. Remember when you was in high school, we used to send you to the youth fair and go on the wall like, hey,
Go get
Terrell,
that
you
girl
got to go
number.
get
Which
back
we
numbers.
should have did to Matthew and MJ.
Yeah.
We
failed them.
We failed them.
Because they used to put me in very precarious. They're like, there go those three girls over there. Terrell, go talk to them. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
That's how
did
we
that.
do it. That's how to make you bring
Build
you
that
out of it.
confidence. So yeah, with that being said, if y'all do comment, just let us know who's gonna win. That's fine. And then, but I want to thank everybody for listening, participating, engaging in us, supporting us. Again, you can go on Dean's Office, subscribe, listen on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever we have on all platforms as far as listening. Cause we do have the
podcast
on Apple and Spotify. So again, I want to thank y'all for listening. It's your boy Dean,
Tim.
Teram.
and you listen to the Dean's Office. Yo.